Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the Pathfinder Discipleship program. And I'm particularly excited today because this is the last day. I'm so excited. And I believe you've had an amazing time on this program, Pathfinder CIDP. And, so let's get into today's business. And this is one thing I'm so particular about, I'm so passionate about, I'm so excited about, and this is my heartbeat. And my prayer is that everyone would understand what I'm about to teach you today. And get ready, tighten your seatbelts, and let's take a flight to a place you've never been before. So today, the last class, I'll be teaching on what I call discovering God's purpose for your life. Now, the Pathfinder or CITP program would not have been complete without taking this particular course. All right? Discovering God's purpose for your life. I have so much to say in such little time, so I need to just, get on with it. So what is purpose? And that's the first question we need to ask ourselves. What is purpose? And I like to say that purpose is the reason for the existence of a thing. Purpose is the reason for the existence of a thing. The specific reason or assignment a thing was created for. All right? You are God's creation. God has a purpose for your life. God has a purpose for your life. All right? So, purpose answers the question, why? Why was I created? What? What was I created to do? Where? Where was I created to fulfill my purpose? Talking about location. All right, and these questions are very powerful and very important. It is commonly said that if you don't know the purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. But I like to put it this way. If you don't understand or know the purpose of a thing, then it is useless and as good as non-existence, okay? Or dead, all right? Because lack of revelation of purpose, just makes whatever it is useless. And so a life that lacks a sense of purpose, a sense of destiny, lacks direction, and, it's just living like, what do you call it, mass, all right? Just mass. Nothing is going on, not going anywhere, just occupying space and all of that. But I'm so excited because after tonight, you're going to get on this journey of purpose, on the journey of purpose discovery that will change your game forever. So purpose is what gives life and is what gives a person life and color. All right? It's what sparks up a person's life. All right? When a person gets saved, it is said that the person woke up from the dead or rose from the dead. But you see, a person can rise up from the dead and still be unconscious. All right? And this is where a lot of believers are. A lot of believers are in an unconscious state. They don't know who they are. They've not woken up to who they are in Christ or the reason that God created them. They've not woken up to their potentials. They've not woken up to the realization of the fact that they're not just here, just walking about the earth, making money, paying bills, getting married, having kids, but that there's significance, there's a purpose on their lives, there's an assignment on their lives, there's a call. God has called them. God has separated them onto a purpose. And until we get to that point where we become conscious of God's purpose for our lives, all right, we're still living in the unconscious. And so when a man comes in contact with the reason he was born, that man wakes up from a deep slumber. Okay? So man was created for something bigger than himself. And so it's important to understand that you were created for something more than what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. Okay? Life goes beyond that. All of those things are important, but they are mundane things. All right? So life has its significance in purpose, in the usefulness of a created thing, in the usefulness, and your usefulness can only be seen, can only be revealed as you discover God's purpose for your life. All right? So there's a divine assignment that goes beyond this mundane world, that goes right into eternity. A man's life does not consist of, what he has and how much money he has, but of the size of his vision. Luke chapter 12, verse 15 says, And he said to them, take heed and beware of covetousness. For one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses. One's life does not consist in the abundance of things he possesses. It is impossible to detailed world with everything in place. The trees, the mountains, the forest, the deep seas, the animals, the moon, the stars, and with all the earth